157, what a clash of styles. Vinny Zerban, he is a scrambler. He's so good on top. And Daniel Cardenas, incredible footwork. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, Zerban this morning in the semis, he was just trying to create action. He taking shots from way out.
There he is, opening takedown. Vinny Zerban, 3-0 lead, just seconds into the match, and Cardenas up and out. Cardenas gave up the opening takedown in his semifinal match as well, so no stranger to working from behind, and now he's going to try to get to work, but Vinny Zerban, really interesting wrestler. Look at that fake, man.
Well, it's similar to that last match of 49. Zerban's got such length. You know, he wants to be rolling around. He wants to be picking ankles. He wants to be elevating hips and putting the other guy in positions where he may not be comfortable.
Gritty Illinois wrestler coming into Northern Colorado's lineup, and there's a shot. Cardenas, he's in deep on the single leg. Zerban trying to make this a scramble, and you see the grittiness there, and he pulls that leg out.
And it's the length. You can't get to that ankle unless you're that long.
Cardenas trying to scramble himself into a takedown, and Zerban back hooked the leg, and he's locked in now. Cardenas close to the takedown. Can he finish? Gets this up to his feet.
Wait for Zerban to dive under.
Zerban posting on the head, keeping Cardenas away, and Cardenas reaches for that leg, thinks he can get it, but the length of Zerban giving him some trouble. And now Zerban in a splits position. He's got a whizzer. There's Cardenas. Good adjustment. Gets
Great
the takedown.
adjustment. Instead of trying to push him forward, he just kind of leaned back a little bit. Zerban lost his balance, and that enabled Cardenas to drop down and snare the other ankle.
Another savvy decision there is Cardenas hearing the drop down count get to 4, swivels his feet out of bounds. We're out. No stall call.
Exactly. So ride's important here. Build up a little bit of time, because you know Zerban can be pretty tough on top, pretty clingy, pest-like.
This guy, Cardenas, such a competitor. He doesn't want to concede any position. And if he gives up a takedown, he's going to come back and get one, and that's what he did. Now it's going to be Zerban's chance to respond, and he's out. It's 4-4, 46 seconds to go. Riding time 24 seconds in favor of Cardenas. Cardenas putting a ton of pressure on that head of Zerban.
I was thinking the exact same thing, just pressuring it down, pressuring it down. Keeping those elbows in tight, waiting for Zerban to make one of those wild reaches for an ankle, a leg.
157, one of the more entertaining weight classes in NCAA wrestling. Got so many different styles towards the top of this weight class, and you know, Cardenas with just unbelievable footwork, his snaps, his fakes. He can create so much motion and make his opponents react, and then a guy like Zerban, so gritty. Gonna defer his choice, and Cardenas gonna go underneath, and we'll see the top work of Zerban. He can make life hard on you from the top position.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was too worried about a ride after his first takedown.
Zerban now looking for wrist. Cardenas fighting the hands, though. I think Cardenas in decent position. Zerban trying to step and collects that foot with both knees. Cardenas right back to his feet. Zerban gets that ankle again and now gets the return. And sometimes that's how a good ride starts. Cardenas back to his feet. Can Zerban do it again? He's going to let him go this time.
Yeah, Cardenas got a hold of the wrists, or got a hold of the fingers, hands, whatever, keeping him separated, making it almost impossible to hold him down. You know, watching Cardenas get that escape and just some of the other rides that we've seen, you know, there's guys that are throwing their shoulders back off the whistle and trying to come up instead of doing that quad pod. They're getting out so much quicker, even getting out. You know, we saw that ride by Phipps earlier today, and you know, Dom kept quad podding up, and that just enabled Phipps to just keep that pressure forward, pressure on his hands. Cardenas wrestling a similar, you know, lanky guy, good on top, snake around you. You know, he throws his shoulders back, gets that wrist, collects it, and ends up getting the escape.
Yeah, good battle there, and wins the position. Riding time at 1 second for Cardenas, and he's back in the lead. Shot, oh wow. great single leg for Cardenas. He's locked on. He comes back up to his feet. That's going to eliminate some of the scrambling of Zerban. Can he finish here, though, is the question. And 2 hands on the foot. Cardenas close to the takedown, and Zerban is holding onto the rib cage of Cardenas, momentarily prolonging the takedown. And
he climbed his ribs like a rope.
He grabbed onto the rib cage and pulled up on it. That is a scrambling technique I haven't seen very often. And now here he is in a split.
With the whizzer.
I thought the takedown was inevitable for Cardenas.
It's one of those like flashy camp moves.
Technique still progressing, but it looks like it's going to be a splits stalemate position, and Vinny Zerban.
Do we have a name for that? I mean, we've got a knee pull. Is that a rib pull?
That was, I think so. Unbelievable. That's just grit.
Yeah.
Zerban on bottom in the third, and Cardenas trying to put a ride on. And Zerban rolls, trying to catch Cardenas in a reversal position, and he's got Cardenas. I think he's close to a reversal. Cardenas, though, still wrestling. This guy's not going to stop, and his riding time continues to tick forward. That's the risk if you're Zerban. You work for the reversal, and you don't get it. Now, all of a sudden, riding time 25 seconds like it is.
Yeah, it's just a couple of little mat returns here.
Zerban's out.
You know, talking about one of those things that makes a difference between a D1 wrestler is just not conceding a point in any position, And you saw it right there, both with Zerban's defense at the end of the second period, and then Cardenas's. He was not giving up a reversal there, and he didn't.
Mentioned Zerban did his high school wrestling in Illinois, now at Northern Colorado. Cardenas from Colorado. There's a shot. Zerban, Cardenas into short offense, and Zerban recovers back up to his feet.
Zerban wants to get in there and create that scramble, but if you can't get to the ankles, he can't get to the roll.
Shot Cardenas, he's close to the go behind. Zerban going to scramble back to splits, going to reach for the ankle. Closed whizzer now for Zerban. 45 seconds to go. And now Zerban wrestles to waterfall position, and Cardenas trying to finish. Zerban has 2 hands on the foot. There's a potentially dangerous call, and that's what Zerban wanted.
Yeah, that's what he was going for.
Now look, I hope they clean up that Band-Aid or whatever on the mat, and they do. They finally kick it off. That was driving me nuts. 30 seconds left. What a match this has been so far. 30 to go. Shot Cardenas. Looks to peek out. Zerban locked in the crotch. Cardenas trying to put Zerban in some trouble. Zerban locked in the crotch. 13 to go. Good scramble here. Zerban trying to get this other leg in. Now Cardenas, good position here for Cardenas. 5 seconds left. This is looking like overtime.
Good. Yeah, Zerban was trying to do that crotch lift and roll him through and then get his hips on top, and he lost a lock.
What a match.
Both of these guys scored their takedowns on their shot. It wasn't on defense. It was a clean shot. Well, Zerban's was a clean shot early in the period. Cardenas has scored at the end of the period on a clean shot.
Zerban taking a little bit of ground here on the edge. Cardenas circles, clears. Minute 37, and here we go, shot. Zerban in short offense. Oh, a little throw by attempt. Can't get it to go. Now Cardenas in on a shot. Head outside. Zerban, oh my gosh, he could get this. If Zerban can settle in, he's going to get a neutral danger takedown, but Cardenas adjusts. Now if Cardenas pops the head, he may put Zerban in trouble.
Wow.
Zerban's still locked on the leg, and there's a potentially dangerous call.
Crazy scramble right there. That was just a blur. And you didn't, no stalling calls yet, so we don't have to worry about that. These guys are just letting it go. We got blood time, I believe.
Blood's going to let them collect their breath. Let us collect our breath, because, look, both guys were in position to settle in, get a neutral danger takedown. Neither one of the guys, the opponents, was going to concede that. What a situation there.
Well, the crazy thing is they both were in really good position, but that good position was only for like a split second. You go back to that Bond and Rooks match, and you know, Bond was in good position, thought he was going to score for like 10, 12 seconds, and then Rooks got in good position. It looked like he was going to score for 10, 12 seconds, and then they ended up going out of bounds time. These two were in equally good position to score, but they just split second, and then the other guy was in control. And then
back to action. Zerban slapping himself in the face to prepare. Minute 15 left in sudden victory, and see if we can end this on our feet or if it's going to go to right outs. And there's a shot. Zerban gets the back of the hamstrings. Good defense by Cardenas. Minute to go.
yeah, Cardenas just drove his knee straight into the mat on that sprawl.
Oh, Zerban's in deep. Can he finish? Cuts across, and Vinny Zerban, there it is. He pulls the upset. Northern Colorado with 2 champions so far in the first 5 weight classes. Vinny Zerban punching himself in the head
That's that gritty.
a few times, and man, good for him. Crazy finish there for Vinny Zerban. Gets his hand raised, a lanky 157-pounder. Gives a flex. He's your Southern Scuffle champion at 157 pounds.
Still smacking himself in the head.
Man, he may not stop smacking for a while. And there's that shot. Oh my gosh, he gets in on that ankle. Finally able to collect the takedown. And I would love to see those guys run it back. Incredible action.
The whole match. I mean, it was just action.